What is good? What is good, YouTube? Welcome into another show. I'm your host, Tavares Wilson. As you all know, I always get the last word here at Last Word Productions. Man, we're here for another beautiful Friday evening, Friday night, whatever time it is by you. But before we get into anything in specifics, I always got to go through a few housekeepers, man. Be sure to hit the like, subscribe button if you're not doing so already. Be sure to hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we do go live, as well as the fact that you can follow me on my other social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, where we're currently live as well, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, where we just posted some new content. You go feel free to check it out. That's productions handled across the board, man. So without further ado, I always got to introduce my counterparts, man. We got Breeze in the building. How you feeling, bro?
What's the word, y'all boys? How y'all feeling on this Good Friday?
All right, all right. We got Mike in the building. Mike, how you feeling, man?
The word. Survived another garbage ass work week. Let's get it.
All right, all right. And last but not least, man, my boy Will. Will, how you feeling tonight, man?
I'm good, bro. How are y'all?
Well, man, well. Always good to have y'all boys on. So let's jump right into it, man. We had some breaking news some hours before the show. Well, not necessarily like breaking news, but some major moves that were made for two teams that are expected to be competing this upcoming season in the NBA. So first things first, I do want to speak on, excuse me, Klay Thompson being bought out by the Mavs and him signing with the Miami Heat. He will be bringing, as we all know, a lot of needed shooting and perimeter defense. So before I give my thoughts and what I believe about the move, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts first, as always. So Breeze, I'm gonna let you go. What did you think of the move, bro?
Uh, Low risk, high reward. I mean, we know what Klay Thompson is. Klay Thompson is a professional. You won't get any nonsense out of him. I think he definitely fits with what the Heat are trying to do. High reward, man. If him playing with players that require a lot of attention, like a Giannis and a Bam Adebayo, who are going to be your focal points of your offense, man. He can shoot as much as he pleases, man. He's de facto the best shooter on that team by far, so they're going to need him. This is going to be as big as a role as he had since he was in Golden State. So I'm happy for him. I hope to see him get a few more prime good years out of him. I know they signed him to a 1 year deal, but you never know. A 1 year deal can parlay into maybe another 3-4 year contract or an extension if they want to keep him. And but I'm not really too moved by the move because in the starting lineup it's just Klay and a bunch of non-shooters. I mean, no, Andrew Wiggins is streaky, but I can live and die with Andrew Wiggins, winning the game from the 3-point line. So you have Davion Mitchell, who's a brick mason. Don't get it mistaken. He's a defensive aficionado, but a brick mason. Giannis, a brick mason. Bam Adebayo, he can shoot it, but I'm not gonna be too moved if Bam Adebayo hits 5 threes in the game on me. That I have a better chance of hitting the lotto before that happens. So, like I said, man, I'm happy for Klay. I'm happy to see him in a spot where he can be utilized because Mavericks it just wasn't gonna work. But low risk, high reward. But it's a great move for the Heat, man. It's a swing in the right direction.
Okay. What you got, Will? What you think of the move?
I'm kind of along the same lines as Brizo. I mean, it is good for the team, and I think it will provide, some good leadership. Some good quality experience. He knows what it takes to win and things like that. I don't think it moves the needle, but it's good. It's a good move for the team.
Okay. What you got, Mike?
They needed shooting, so if they address the immediate need, he'll contribute right away. Uh, I just hope he's healthy. If he's healthy, I think it'll work out better. If he's not healthy and he's still kind of in and out of the lineup, then it'll kind of be a mute point. It won't really be an effective signing. But for his sake, I hope he's healthy. He could probably parlay this 1 year deal into another, a final contract, maybe another 2-3 year deal, either there or somewhere else, and finish his career that way. So hopefully it work out for him.
Okay. I personally think it's a solid move. I think I agree that it's low risk, high reward because At bare minimum, you get another potential floor spacer. I know they went out and got Tim Hardaway Jr., who was also a pretty decent shooter in his own right, as well as the fact that, I mean, what is worth, Bobby Portis is a stretch big in this league, shoot pretty solid for his position and pretty well at times throughout his career. Bam Adebayo has extended his jumper. Andrew Wiggins is streaky, like Breeze alluded to. They don't necessarily have, outside of them going to get Tim Hardaway Jr., which I thought was a good move, they didn't really have a guy on the roster that could consistently you would trust to knock down open threes. I think if Klay could do anything, he could shoot a damn three ball still. So it's like you gotta respect that, and it's still gonna be a space opener for the guys on the floor, like Giannis, like Bam, and these like Andrew Wiggins, these slashing kind of guys who play within 12 to 10 feet of the basket mostly. So I think it's a good move from that perspective. I will say this: I agree, it's not a needle mover. I don't think it makes them significantly better by any stretch of the imagination, but I do believe it's a step in the right direction. And I said this to you all when the move was projected or being anticipated. Like I believe if anyone is going to build a team around a superstar and get a championship out of it, Pat Riley has shown he could do that. I mean, he did it with LeBron. He did it with Shaq came. I know he didn't get a championship out of Jimmy Butler, but he went to two finals with him. And before Jimmy got to the Heat, he wasn't viewed as a superstar player potentially. He was viewed as just a really good all-star. So I think if anyone can extend the lives or prime years or get the most out of a really good player, great player like a Giannis, I trust Pat Riley more than any other owner in this league. If I'm being honest with you, that's just me. But for my money, man, I think it's a solid move. But y'all boys got anything else you want to add, or y'all want to move off into the next move that was made today?
Here we go to the next move.
All right, so this move was one that we discussed before, and it was actually a move that I thought could have happened, and that was DeMar DeRozan going to the Denver Nuggets. And I don't have the contract details in front of me. I'm not sure if they were spoken about or not, but it's a move. Oh, it's a 1 year deal. Excuse me. It's a vet minimum 3.9 million. So it's nothing crazy, but he's made more than enough money to go and just take a chance at winning. So I'm gonna start with you, Mike. What you think of the DeMar DeRozan move, man? What does it do for the Nuggets, and does it change their trajectory or what you think the team will be?
I honestly feel like they're the forgotten team in the West just because they're the only team, from what I understand, that was like over that second apron. And so you get a veteran player that knows how to play. Like I'm sure Jokic will help him out a lot, just as far as getting him open mid-range looks and taking pressure off of him being a scoring option. He'll probably be the third, fourth option on that team because you got Jokic, Murray, so probably third or fourth scoring option. Come playoff time, I'm sure he'll help just because he's a good mid range. He's a really good mid range shooter, and that shot has a lot of value in playoffs. And since he's not the primary like star on this team, he's not a star at all anymore. But he's not the main guy on this team. His low, he won't have to carry pretty much anything. He'll just have to be in open spots, make open shots, which I think he can still do, even at his age. So I think it's a decent signing. That's probably the best situation for him to go to team wise. So let's see if it work out.
Okay. What you got, Breeze? What you think of the move?
I'm gonna be honest, man. It's kind of ugly. Like it's not attractive just from a stance of one, like just players who just usually go from teams that are like in different atmospheres and stuff like that. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been to Colorado or Denver by any chance.
No, I ain't never been there.
Bro,
Yeah.
it is the worst place to just breathe for like the first 2 years when you're there.
Oh yeah, the mile. Yeah.
The air up there is so heavy, bro. Like I went there when I was in college and I did like a little physical rehab up there, bro. One sprint and it feels like your lungs are like being weighed upon. So when we joke about Jokic being out of shape and stuff like that, the fact he can play 40 minutes up there is a superpower within of itself. But that's another conversation. DeMar DeRozan, I think he's just the complete opposite of what the Nuggets do. Like younger DeRozan in transition and stuff like that, I was a fan of. But as he gotten older, he's adopted more of a half court game. Like he's a slower player now. Like he's not as explosive or as fast as he used to be. Pause. So when you put him in a team like the Nuggets, who Jamal Murray, he's a back and forth, up and down kind of guy. Christian Brown, he's rim running, cutting. Jokic, outlets. That's what Jokic want to do. Jokic doesn't particularly like to run, but he likes to feed outlet passes. They try to push tempo as much as they can. And DeMar DeRozan is interesting because he is a ball stopper. Like, you know, he gets the ball, he pivots, he stops, he wants to post, spin, foul bait. I do agree with Mike that it's a very important skill to have, that mid-range jump shot in the playoffs. But I just think his game, quite frankly, doesn't mesh with what the Nuggets do. But I think just at this point in his game, I mean, this point in his career, man, he's just like, hey, man, I just want to go try and go win one. So maybe he can get in where he fit in. I'm not sure. But just looking at it on paper, I don't really like the move. I would like to see Jokic with more slashers than just, you know, ball stoppers like a DeRozan. Like they could have kept Michael Porter Jr., honestly, if they were going to go get a DeRozan. I'm not going to lie to you, man.
All right, what you got, Will?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I just don't like the move because it's DeMar DeRozan, bro. I mean, I know Mike thinks he's the second coming of Jordan, but in the playoffs, he's literally terrible. Like, he's just, there's nothing really that he brings to the table other than maybe some good regular season basketball. Maybe at this point.
Okay. For me, one, I think it's a solid move. I think could be a really good move, depending on how he does play in the postseason. That's the head scratcher for me. But in terms of a fit, I don't think it's a bad fit. And the reason I said it is because, like I've always said this, you need shot creation in this league. And outside of Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray on a good night, they have no shot creation. And I get that he may not complement their best players the greatest, but Nikola Jokic is one of the best playmakers in the league, even as a big. I think he will have more than enough. He has more than enough experience and expertise on how to get his guys involved. At this point, he can work himself around these kind of things, and I don't think he needs to go out and try to make DeMar DeRozan something he's not, or try to have DeMar DeRozan, or the Nuggets, I should say, try to make DeMar DeRozan what he once was with Toronto. I just think they need another guy who can consistently create looks. When you only got one or two guys that can do that, it's gonna be tough when guys don't got it going, bro. Like, you got to be able to create your own shots in these leagues. You got to develop a rhythm, and that forces guys to actually guard up and not just focus a key in on your best players every single possession. And I think adding DeMar DeRozan is going to help contribute to that. Now, will it work? That we'll see. We haven't seen DeMar DeRozan contribute to a championship team yet, but I do think he's better than whatever the hell else they had on the roster. So it's like, I mean, whether you want to talk about Christian Brown or you were talking about when they had KCP at one point, whoever you want to name, like it's just, it hasn't been good, consistent shot creation outside of maybe a Michael Porter Jr., who by all means he's just going to shoot heavily contested threes and heavily contested shots. So I don't think DeMar DeRozan is that. I think he still has more than enough IQ for the game to know that a bad shot is a bad shot and pass out of it. I'm saying he a great playmaker, but I think he has more than enough knowledge to at least do that. So by that account, I think it's a solid move. I don't think it makes them any much greater, in my opinion, but it is, to me, still addressing a need. Even though if you're not addressing it with the greatest asset or player, I think it still addresses a need that they needed to address. But anything else you want to add before we move on? All right, so I want to speak a little bit about these joint practices, fellas. We had a lot of joint practices going on, such as the Eagles and Saints, the Eagles and the Patriots. We had the Dolphins and the Giants. We had the Colts and, if I'm not mistaken, the Falcons. There's been a lot of joint practices, a lot of film, a lot of things has happened. I know I think a fight broke out between the Cowboys and who was it?
The
If I'm not
Saints.
mistaken. It was the Cowboys and the Saints. All right, so it's been a lot of joint practices, a lot of things has been transpiring. Has there been anything in the news that y'all have seen or y'all want to talk about that grabbed y'all attention?
Yes.
Go ahead, bro. What you got?
Somebody tell me what's going on with Jalen Hurts. I mean, I knew the man. I ain't gonna lie. I knew the man just had some deficiencies at quarterback. But bro, he's literally throwing ducks and flutter balls when nobody's rushing at him. Like nobody's tipping these passes. No, nothing. Like I'm sitting here just looking. Like I keep rewinding and cutting down the playback speed for slow motion. And bro, he's throwing ducks out there. I even asked a couple Eagles fans, like, yo, is he injured or something? They're like, nah, man, it's just, it's just practice. Y'all worry about practice. Y'all worry about the wrong thing. And I'm like, hey, man, do y'all remember that game against the Chargers, man? Like, he was doing the same thing. Literally,
didn't he have 4 picks that game? Well,
bro, he had a
turnovers?
sequence where he threw a pick,
recovered
the fumble, fumbled again, and then recovered the fumble.
Yeah,
I think he had 5 turnovers that game.
Bro,
because he ended the game with a turnover.
Yeah, they got the pick to end the game. That game was wild.
Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. Maybe does he have like Tommy Johns or something, or like does he need surgery? Because bro, he's literally back there by himself, and just the ball is just coming out like just fluttering, bro. That's all I see, and it's literally picks.
So I don't know with him. He's never really had a super strong arm to begin with, but like, and it's kind of confusing because you're talking about somebody. Niggas always bragging about like how strong he is. He squats 600 pounds like Saquon, bench press 400, but he can't throw.
It's all in his legs, bro, not in his arm.
But your base is your legs. So like, if he can't
Yeah, I
throw,
was about to
like
say your base is your legs, though.
your base is your legs. Like your arm is the guy, yes, but your base is your legs. So you would think somebody as strong as he is would be able to throw, faster passes, more accurate, like actual dots. And he can't. Like it's always he throwing snowballs like a softball for real. Like it's kind of weird. I don't know. He get away with it because he played behind that offensive line. That's probably one of the top 3 to 5 unit when they all
and
healthy.
with Barkley.
I mean, even before Barkley, like he had the one All-Pro year, but playing behind that offensive line, they buy him a lot of time, so he never really has to accelerate. If you notice when you get pressure on him, or if he has to speed up, that shit is coming out like wet paper towel. Like it's terrible. He been like that. That's why he wasn't the first round pick to begin with. Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's something you can increase either. Like, if you increase throw power as you get older or better, I feel like it's something you should be able to work on. But I don't know.
I mean,
I agree with you, but he's not they weren't deep balls, bro. They're like literally.
I'm about to say I don't think it's a. I don't think
he was throwing. He overthrew like a 5-yard in
like,
by like 6 yards and got it picked.
Like, bro, they look like little 15-yard routes, bro, and they're just coming out like not even spirals. They're just.
I'm about to say that his touch on the ball just isn't
no
there
power
right now. There's no touch on the ball.
I don't know, man.
But I mean, anything else I want to add? Anything else y'all got from the thoughts?
I would say they got Dallas got Caleb Downs. So even in them joint practices with the Saints or whatever, they got him playing a lot of corner, like guarding Olave and like number 1 receivers, number 2 receivers. So I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna try to use him how like we did at Ohio State and really let him play everywhere, or if their corner's just really that ass that they feel like we need to give him a shot to play corner or nickel or whatever the case may be. So he held his own. I mean, I think Olave jumped over him a couple of times, but I mean that's Chris Olave, so like I ain't really too mad about that. But other than that, he did a pretty decent job. He's been doing a good job in coverage and practicing like CD and George and everybody else. So we'll see how that play out for him.
Yeah, I'm interested to see because the matchup between AJ and Quinyon Mitchell, AJ looked like he was out there cooking him, man. I'm not going. I don't know if that's just because he's used to playing him. He knows his telltale signs. He knows his, all the stuff he likes to do. Before the play and everything like that. Like if he just knows his game that well, I don't know if it's something with Quinyon. Like he just can't keep up with AJ. I don't know if stuff like that. But I'm interested to see how they both kind of play out this year. Seeing how much he got the better of him. Like even there was a play where it was a deep pass and AJ just dropped it. if he would have caught that, it's a touchdown though. So like even his AJ's worst play that got put out there versus him, he still beat Quinyon Mitchell. Pause. So it's just like I don't know. You know what I mean, I'm interested to see how both dynamics play out this year.
Yeah, I agree with that sentiment, Will, because that was going to be mine. Because I just think, man, that it's to me, it's like poetic justice damn near for AJ Brown to get booed almost out the locker room, bro. Like you got the fan base trolling him for the first week of training camp because he had a bad rep against Gonzo. And now he goes to Philly joint practice and he's just crucified Quinyon Mitchell, man. I'm talking about it was 3 straight red zone possessions where he's just seeming to just do whatever he pleases, bro. And it's just for me, it's like it's not a look good. It's not a good look, bro. Because it's like even outside of just that matchup. I mean, it looked like to me, Mac Hollins had some good reps. And like, what's the dude name? Douglas. I forgot his first name. Like he had some good reps against Ringo and Cooper DeJean out there looking lost at times. It's like I don't know, man. The Philly secondary, I expected a little better from them because even from what the reports I've read, they had a rough week. Well, not week, but the 2 days of joint practices. So
yeah,
it was a rough patch for them, man. So I want to see how the year goes because that if I'm a Philly fan, that's concerning because you already don't have the greatest edge rushers. You don't. You need your secondary to play well, and if they don't, it's gonna be a long season.
Yeah, because you ain't really got safeties either.
Yeah, you don't. Outside of because they ain't got Kevin Byard no more. He long gone. He with the Patriots.
Blankenship, and he was like the most.
Blankenship is that he's solid.
Yeah,
but
I think people just forgot, man. Like even with everything that was going on, that's still AJ Brown, bro. The man is still what, like 6'3", like
I told y'all boys in here.
Yeah.
I still got AJ top 5 for me. I still think he's top 5 receiver.
I said it. I mean, even with the terrible season he had last year, and like you just look at the numbers, and it was okay. But when you just watched, it was just a bad season, bro. Like,
and in fact, everything in, we know what Jalen Hurts is, man. Like we know what it is at this point.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, he didn't have a monster wide receiver in training camp, and he looked like goddamn Ryan Leaf. He looked terrible, bro. Like every single,
it hasn't.
Like I'm not even gonna lie, and like I'm not saying this just because it's the other side of PA, like boo them, but like every single video I seen, like any rep of him I seen just looked bad. Like I haven't seen a good rep hit the internet. Like if they're out there, I haven't seen them personally.
I agree. I don't know what it. Like I said, bro, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on, man. Jalen Hurts looking like Tua. You looking like Tua, dog, bro. T. When you see the way the ball is just flying in the air, bro, like fluttering.
Bro. Tua is accurate, bro.
Anyway, when you see the way the ball is flying in the air, bro, fluttering, man, nah, bro. I'm like, bro, I know his fans who said this is Mr. Top 5 over Josh Allen, over Lamar, over Burrow. Everybody better than Jalen until it's time to be better than Jalen. Nah, man. Not people want to say, oh, y'all talking about practice. AI said the same thing, man. AI was mad because y'all was crucifying him over something that was non-basketball, man. The man was going through stuff at home. Now I'm trying to give him benefit of the doubt. Like, is he hurt? Like, what's going on, bro?
I mean, as far as we know, ain't nothing going on with him.
It ain't looking good.
But next thing I want to discuss with y'all boys, man, is the Bucks extending Vita Vea 1-year deal, $30 million. What's your thoughts on the move? What you got, Will? What you think of the move?
I mean, it's definitely a good move for the Bucks. I mean, we know who Vita Vea is. He's a hell of a nose tackle, hell of a defensive tackle. So, I mean, you get your best piece on that defensive line. You get him back. Personally, if I was the Bucks, I probably would have just tried to trade him. I mean, he already said that he's kind of, nearing that point where he wants to head back towards, home, so West Coast. I would have tried to trade him and get something out of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe a second, third-ish, pickish, something like that. I mean, even with the extension, they still could trade him. But me personally, as the Bucks, I mean, you're not going nowhere this year. So I just think it would have been better for the future, for them to try to make something out of that.
Yeah, okay. What you got, Breeze? What you think?
Man, I think it was smart for the most part, man. It was a 1 year extension, right?
Yeah, 1 year, 30 million.
I mean, yeah, man. So if you're gonna keep him, at least if you got him there for 1 year, he's happy because he's paid. He can be a great mentor to all the young defensive talent you do have. I kind of saw the writing on the wall because if you notice, bro, like I think the past three drafts, they just been going heavy on the defense, man. Like they just been drafting defense, 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 defense. So I'm like, okay, man, it got to be something that's going on, man. It got to be. So, if you got him there in the meantime, man, do what you can to keep him happy. Don't have him disgruntled, and then hopefully he balls out, his stock rises, man, and you can ink him to an extension, and then you trade him so you can get some compensation back, man, and then you can get him off the books. Because if he goes out there and he has like this elite year, which I project him to, because I do believe I agree with Will, like he's the premier when it comes to his position. So if he goes out there and he has one of these crazy years, man, and you you sign him for 1 year, he walks for nothing, then you're just stuck in a rock and hard place because you lose a valuable asset, a great damn player, for nothing, but for what? For just some cap space.
Mm.
When you could have traded and you could get some depth or something back, man. Because I know Baker Mayfield is going to be due money soon. Like it's a lot of stuff that the Bucks got to fix. So all the compensation and help you can get, you need to hurry up and get it now, man. Because when Baker comes up, I don't think Baker is going to take a pay cut for y'all, man. The man went through his humbling process. He got a new kid. The man wants his money, dog.
I don't think Baker's going to resign. They just wasn't trying to pay him what he was asking for,
Yeah, man. I think Baker coming to Indy, dog.
which is crazy. Anyways, nigga,
Yeah,
which
I
is
don't know about
crazy
that.
because I mean, obviously y'all had Brady, but outside of Brady, y'all literally haven't had no really above average quarterback play in decades, damn near
I
ever.
mean, yeah,
So like,
I'm about to say at that point, man, you talking about Ryan Fitzpatrick's, the Jameis Winston's, Mike Glennon's, like
all the way back to Brad Johnson, like they just don't
yeah.
have no type of quarterback play. So the fact that you wouldn't even like you won't pay him is crazy. I'm not going to lie.
I mean,
Hey, it's
that's
crazy
one
stuff,
reason why some
man.
franchises stay where they are. Like some are cheap. The same thing we were just saying about the Bengals not too long ago. Some just don't put value in the things that we feel that should be valued. And the Bucks to be quarterback outside of the sole exception of Brady. And I know they traded, not traded, excuse me. I know they drafted Jameis Winston as high as they drafted him, but you know, it took them a good little second to move off of him once they did realize, like, yeah, this isn't the guy we thought we was getting from FSU, and which is, you tried. But that don't mean you don't keep trying. I mean, Baker Mayfield is arguably a top 10, top 12 quarterback in the league right now. So it's like it makes sense to extend them. But sometimes, like I said, sometimes teams can't get out of their own way, man. But what you got, Mike? What you think of the move?
On that Baker point, the crazy thing is he don't want more money annually. He just want an extra year on the contract. So I think they was trying to give him a 2 year deal. He just wanted a 3 year deal. He wanted the extra security, and they not trying to pay him, which I think is dumb as hell. But on the Vita Vea side, even with him giving him that 1 year extension, like they could still trade him. I feel like if they're not doing well as a team, they may just blow this shit up altogether because their salary cap isn't the best either. And even though they've been going defense, like we said on the draft side, they haven't been. Those players haven't yielded a profit yet at this point. So it may be a situation where they're stalling to pay Baker because they don't know if they're gonna just blow the fucking team up or not. So in that regard, I understand. But overall, you should have paid him anyway and been done with the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then let him decide, hey, look, this is where we are as a team. If we're not good this year, we might just blow it up. That's why we're not paying you. Like, have that communication, right? But Vita Vea is one of the best D tackles in the league. He wanted to go home to California, to the West Coast. I was hoping the Niners could get him. But I mean, I also understand extending them because then, like, if I know you trying to trade somebody, I'm not gonna give you what you want for him or what he may be worth. I may try to offer you less than, you know what I'm saying, what he's worth. So, like, even though he's worth to me, maybe a first or a third, I might offer you a third and a sixth or some shit like that. Just he don't want to be there. So what you gonna do? But I mean, he's
Mm.
one of the best D tackles in the league. Like he's been that honestly since he stepped into the league. He's been that consistent. So I mean, hopefully he plays well. You know, everything goes good for him. But I mean, if he ain't happy and they losing, I that man on his ass today for sure. He damn sure be losing.
Okay. For me, I think it's a good move. I think I do agree with Will though and Breeze. I think wholeheartedly I would have moved off of him because I mean, when we're talking about a 1 year deal, this looks like to me a situation where it's like you're just trying to satisfy the player now until a better trade offer down the road comes, and then you move off of them. I get that thought process, but it's like at the same time, similar to what you said, Mike. It's like, how much better is the offer going to get now that we know he's on a 1 year leash, essentially? Like, it's like you're not going to franchise tag him. You're not going to give him top dollar on the market because you just simply don't want to give him a fully guaranteed contract, let alone extend him to a multi-year deal. So it's like, what are you really going to do? Teams know you're not going to want to pay that money. So to me, I really think they should have just moved off of him. But I think it's a good move for the perspective because I think he's a good player and he adds a lot of value to this team. So with all that being said, I don't think they necessarily are wrong for extending him, but I do think it's wrong in terms of the business aspect of it because if they are going to go that route where they just do the 1 year rental kind of thing with them for this next year, you're wasting each other's time. This bit deal could have been done. You could get draft conversation potentially for this next coming draft, which is loaded with a lot of talent. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, for me, for my money, I would have moved off of him, just personally speaking. But anything else you want to add before we move on, fellas?
Nah.
All right. So the next thing I want to discuss, man, I do want to turn back to NBA real quick. I do want to talk about James Harden getting his extension from the Cavs. He did ink a 3 year, $97 million deal with the Cavaliers. So it looks like for at least the next 2 years, James Harden will be a part of whatever the future plans and the makeup of the Cleveland Cavaliers team will be. So, Mike, let me just get your thoughts on the move, Mike. What you think about that?
I think it's a waste of money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Never going to materialize when it matters most. Like some players, no matter how great they are, it just don't happen. And he's one of those players. So you paying him almost $100 million to do what? Like to keep winning 50 plus games and then not doing anything else after that? Like I don't understand the move. They was trying to wait to sign LeBron. I get that. But I don't think Bron even wanted to play with James Harden. Because like at the end of the day, we know y'all a great regular season team, wonderful. But can we win a playoff series? Can we stop going 7 games with teams like the Raptors? Like, can we do shit like that? Are we better than the Knicks? No. Philly? No. Like, there's many teams I can name ahead of them at this point, and I feel like they wasted their window the last 2, 3 years, and now you're signing them just because it's almost like to save face. Like, well, at least we got this backcourt, but like, it's just not gonna work.
Okay. What you got, Breeze? What you think?
I disagree with Mike because I can see it from a perspective standpoint. Once they signed Donovan Mitchell to that deal, what with that Supermax deal he signed,
Mm-hmm.
you got to go all in, bro. You got to, man. Your salary cap is already cooked. It's already in hell. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, my icon disappeared. But your salary cap is already in hell, man. Evan Mobley is making big money. Jared Allen is making big money.
Mm.
Donovan Mitchell is making big money. There is no point guard on the market right now that's a James Harden, honestly. And for what it's worth, I know James Harden in the playoffs, we know what he is. Donovan Mitchell, I keep saying it, he has to prove that he can be that guy. James Harden saved the Cavaliers in the playoffs more than Donovan Mitchell did last year. Sad to say it, but he did. So that's more of an indictment on James Harden did his job. At this point in time right now, we're not saying James Harden go out there and be the number one, but damn, be a good number two, number three. And Donovan Mitchell and Mobley did not do the team any favors last year. Like these guys are your big money guys. They're making the money for what? For James Harden to go out there and what? Try to make it Houston days again? And I think that's the problem. So if Donovan Mitchell and what's this guy's name? Evan Mobley, if they come and step up to the plate, James Harden just continue to do what he do, be that playmaker, take the responsibility away from Donovan Mitchell to have to try to create for people. Let him just go out there and get buckets. Evan Mobley get back to Defensive Player of the Year for him because I don't know what's been going on with you. Jared Allen, get healthy. Get healthy as a team in general. They have a lot of stuff they need to work on, man. But I think if they would have let James Harden walk, they should have just blew up the team there. Because if you got Donovan Mitchell as your best player right now, we know he's not leading you to the promised land. But they did get to a conference finals. Whether we agree they should be there or not, they made it there. So now it's just time to build on that. Anything less than the NBA Finals this year is a failure because you can't go backwards going all in on teams. So I agree with the move, man. They did look like a good team last year. It's just Donovan Mitchell has to go be that number one option, making that huge supermax deal.
Okay. What you got, Will?
Man, listen. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. It's kind of one of the moves, like just like Bree said. I mean, you kind of just gotta do what you gotta do at this point, because you're not gonna go find nobody better than James Harden right now. But I just kind of don't like it because it's James Harden. I mean, you kind of know what you get with James Harden. Granted, he's not the one no more. So you have an option before him, but the option is just like James Harden Jr. So at some point, it's just like, all right, man, what are we doing here? I get the move, but as far as team building and success driven business, I don't think it does anything.
Okay. I think the Cavs were stuck between a rock and a hard place because on one hand, like how you said, you do have James Harden, you know what he is, and you know he's this known commodity that does shrink in the postseason. But at the same time, who really out there right now that you're going to get is better? I mean, and it's like they're making this move because this is when it's all in at this point, bro. It's you're gonna do it or you're not. And for everything that we could say bad about James Harden, what he has been in the postseason or what he has come up short in certain games and aspects of his careers, one thing we could say is that James Harden still is going to have defenses glued to him because of the ball handling ability and playmaking ability. I'm not saying he's the greatest in terms of doing that under the brightest lights, but you trust him with the ball in his hands more so than half the people on your team. Just truth be told, you do. And don't get me wrong, it got ugly some nights. It did. The plus minuses was not good. The film was not good. It was one game where he went, I think it was like 3 or 4 straight possessions against Jalen Brunson. He got fried every possession. It wasn't good. I'm not denying any of that. But it's just hard to find something that's going to be better than him, that's going to actually make you better, and you gonna now be better than the Sixers, the Knicks, the Celtics, whoever. Like it's just hard to find a world where that's actually going to be the real possibility if you're replacing James Harden with someone else. Because I think at the end of the day, if they just sat on their hands and just stay status quo with Darius Garland, you're getting the same result, if not worse. So I just don't see how much better they could have gotten outside of him, and by not extending him. Because if you're not going to extend him, you got to replace him. And who's going to do that? I mean, maybe if they would have got Braun, cool, but they didn't. So it's like, what else is left? So at that point, you gotta go all in with what you got, man, because you're not gonna get much better than him. It wasn't that much better than him, as we see with this free agency. But I don't know. That's just how I see it, man. Anything else you want to add? All right. So anything y'all want to discuss about tonight's games, man? Anything that caught y'all eye? Any game y'all watching in particular? Anything that's happened?
I'm just glad to see the Jaguars being ass, dog. I'm just happy.
Hey man. Hey, speaking of the Jaguars, man, they playing the Panthers right now. Um, I listen. I just want to say this, man, and I know I didn't allude to this earlier, but Bryce Young, brother, this is it. There is no year after this if it don't work this year. There is no fifth year option. I mean, not fifth
He
year, excuse
playing
me.
on it now here. Maybe.
I'm just saying, like the first game, it's too many of the same mistakes, dog. It's too many antsy feet, anxious in the pocket, don't want to sit and read the defense. These are all things you came out of college and said you was pro ready and capable of doing. It has to stop, bro. I know you play for Carolina. You know, it's some talent over there now. We can't sit here and say it's just a shit situation. It's some talent. We can't sit here and say they ain't put they invested over 180 million in the offensive line. They went out and got Ted McMillan. They went and got you a good defense. The secondary is damn good. I'm a real believer in J.C. Horn, man. I think Mike Jackson is underrated corner as well. But dog, this is it. Devin Lloyd, Jalen Phillips. I know Jalen Phillips, be hurt and shit. They gave a lot of money to these dudes, man. At some point, it got to come together, bro. We can't keep saying next year, like, we got to see if he can let. Nah, this it. This it, bro. That's all I'm gonna say about it, man. This it. If it don't happen this year, man, it's gonna be hard for him to get another starting job in this league, man. I don't think it's gonna happen. But anything y'all want to add about any games, any thoughts on any players?
Yeah, man, I'm watching the Steelers game, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know it's like new staff, new schemes, yada yada. Bro, I have literally never seen a team 2 weeks in a row be less disciplined. Like, this is actually embarrassing, bro. Like, last week, I was like, all right, it's first week, whatever. This week, it is the same stuff. False starts, holding, like, the dumb penalties. Like, Mike McCarthy, I don't know what he think he's doing, bro, but, yeah, he better figure this out.
Wasn't Dallas the most penalized team under him, too?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's his calling card. He's undisciplined. So his team plays just like he does. He coaches.
Hey, man. I told niggas he was an A-Rod and Brett Favre merchant. So, I mean, we'll see. But anything else y'all want to add? Breeze, you got anything? Well, Breeze said what he said about the Jazz. What about you, Mike? You got anything?
I was happy to see my Niners look efficient last night. We had a special teams touchdown as well. Special teams is often like forgot about, but that shit matters. Just ask the Rams. So I'm glad we look better. We look more efficient. The offense flowed. The starters played like the first couple of series. Brock the guy, Debo the guy, everybody look okay. And then backup running backs, the younger guys we drafted, like Kalen Black, he get downhill. That's what I like. All that dancing shit, all that side to side shit, north to south, bro. Go straight downhill, run a motherfucker over, run through their chest, pick up the first man. He did that, so I'm satisfied. Stribbling, he looked good. Like I said, I hope I was wrong. I was mad as shit when we picked Buddy. I hope that nigga proves me wrong every game. I'm perfectly fine being wrong. So we keep playing like this, I will be, and I'm good with that too. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, one more thing before we bounce off of this topic. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Drew Aller look good, bro. Like, I know he's been playing against, like the bottom of the depth chart guys, but when you're playing against them, you're supposed to make it look like you're playing against them. Now, the offense around him ain't helping him at all. Like, drop passes, holdings. He escaped the pocket for like a 50-yard bomb rolling to his left. I like that. But yeah, he looked good, man. The rest of the offense looks terrible, but he looked good.
He was projected to be a first round pick. He has all the physical tools to do that. His biggest issue coming out of college was footwork. Like he had sloppy, lazy footwork. He's textbook one throw, then the next throw he's just all over the place. So if he can clean that up, he'll end up being y'all starter in like 2 years, brother. Y'all be fun for the next decade for.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's looked good. Just like I said, I mean, he's playing against guys who's not really gonna make the roster most likely. But the footwork has looked good. Processing, getting through his reads, bam, 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 throwing the ball, the arm talent and everything, like, it's there. So it looks like it's supposed to look. I'm waiting to see if next week he works, the first half, and then see what Will Howard does.
Yeah, man, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for tomorrow, though. I'm waiting because I got to make sure. Number one, I know Riley Leonard's still a project. I did not like what I saw in the preseason, man. He definitely looked antsy. Like I said, man, he was a guy who was in college at Notre Dame, a lot of years, man, a lot of college football. He looked like Anthony Richardson out there, man. And I'm interested to see what Anthony Richardson does. But like I said, man, I hope he goes and ball. His trade value goes up, and we can get some type of compensation for him. But I'm really just looking at defensive discipline, man, because too many times, like last year, man, my offense, even when we was rolling those first 7 weeks, I hated a lot of penalties we were getting, a lot of false starts, a lot of holding. So, man, I need to see some discipline, bro. I need to see some consistency. I need to see, hey, man, just even if you guys give up a big play, don't make it worse with a penalty, dog. Just don't, man. Stop jumping off sides. Just be organized, man. Because penalties are a killer, dog. I'd rather give up a big play than just get penalized, pause, over and over and over and over and over again, bro. I hate penalties. They just kill momentum and ruin everything that you ever go on as a team.
Okay. So I'm gonna start this new. I'm gonna start with this before we get into the end of the show segment, man. So Jaden Higgins did suffer an ACL injury, fellas. He is out for the entirety of this coming season. He 23-year-old young promising receiver that the Texans were high on. So I just want y'all thoughts really quick, man. Breeze, divisional rivals. What you think of Jaden Higgins' injury, and how do you think it will impact the team moving forward?
Not gonna lie, man, he was a solid target for them, man. As one of those emerging receivers for them. I know we're division rivals, but I don't wish injuries on anybody, man. Hopefully he gets well and he can get back to himself. But at this point, man, the Texans still have no excuse because Nico Collins, honestly, in my opinion, is a top 3 receiver in that division. I know people like to, go back and forth on what they think, what they believe, but Nico Collins is a monster. I know health hasn't been on his side, man, but I think he needs a bounce back year, man. I don't want to see the Texans win, but I don't want to see players injured. But then again, my want to see them lose supersedes anything else. So I definitely think that the Texans, they need more out of him. I know Tank Dell coming back?
Yeah.
I don't know how much stock you
Yeah,
can
but
put
I
in
don't
Tank
know.
Dell.
Is he starting the season or is he just coming back? Like,
I don't even know, man. I don't even know how much stock you
That's
can
what I'm
put
saying.
into
So,
him.
like, at this point, weapon wise, who the fuck is left? Nico a concussion away every damn week. So what do you
It's
got? Dalton
Nico, it's
Schultz.
Dalton Schultz,
Yeah, don't
David
show. Whenever
Montgomery.
they got David Montgomery.
I'm talking about like receivers. I mean, we running backs here, cool, but like, so you got Tank Dell coming back, maybe
I know
Nico
they made some.
Collins.
They signed some free agents today. I forgot it, but they signed some free
They
agents.
got. I'm about to say they got Christian Kirk too. I mean,
No,
solid.
they don't. That
Not
nigga play for the
greatest.
Niners now.
Oh, he did go to Niners. You're
Yeah,
right.
that nigga ain't even. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, who over there?
And man,
That's
they
a
better hope
Jalen,
Tank Dell can suit up week one.
Jalen Noel. Like, I mean, I don't.
They did sign the receiver. I can't remember who though. But all right. What is your thoughts on the injury though? What you got, Will? What you think?
Um, I think this is just another reason when I say I don't really understand how a league who has access to like all this sports knowledge, medicine, training equipment, like everything, like every year there's more and more of these injuries. Like we talk about how good sports medicine and everything is nowadays. They recover fast from these injuries, but they just keep having these injuries. So I'm not one to say, oh, back when they were brutes, that's how you should play. I'm not necessarily saying that, but there got to be some type of healthy medium at this point, because the less and less physical they get, the more and more soft tissue injuries they get, because they're not being they're not being exercised and activated. enough to to be as fluid as possible when the beginning of the season starts and they're doing their training camps and OTAs and everything like that. Like I think that's a big reason why this keeps happening.
What you got, Mike? You there, Mike?
Nah, but another thing with the Texans, I will say, time is ticking on CJ Stroud, man. Honestly, I hope they sign him to the largest contract in NFL history and it supersedes football itself. I hope they sign him to $1 billion deal. I hope they give him a key to the city. I hope he never leaves. I hope they change the name from the Houston Texans to the Houston Strouds. I wish he stays there forever, bro. Because I love what he's doing, man. He's doing the Lord's work out there. I love what he's doing out there, man. Elite quarterback play.
What you think, Mike? What you got?
That nigga Breeze need therapy, bro. No, I mean it's just bad. Like I said, who the fuck they got over there at this point? The shit they go from bad to worse. Like every year it's the same shit. He got to play better, 100,000%, because he looked like dog shit on the sidewalk on a hot summer day. But literally, who the fuck is he throwing a ball to at this point? Like it's the same shit for the last like 2 years. So I don't know. He has to play better regardless of that though, somehow, somewhere, and he needs to if he want to get paid. But the shit is not helping.
I mean, he got Nico Collins. He
Yeah,
got
until he
Dalton
get hit,
Schultz.
till he hit his head, bounce his head off the turf.
I think he just trashed no matter what, bro. I mean, the nigga had Megatron, Moss, T.O., Jerry Rice,
I mean, the nigga
Gronk,
performed year to year for a reason. So I mean, he can't just be outright
but
trash.
because nobody knew his telltale signs, they had no tape on him. They got
He
13
had
games of tape on
protection
him, and
and
he's been
weapons.
terrible since.
I'm not disagreeing he's been terrible, but he also had protection his rookie year, and he had weapons to throw the ball to. Niggas was actually on the field. Niggas are not on the field half the time, so that's not helping either. If he's
So he's
limited,
Jalen
like
Hurts pretty
if
much.
he's limited, like we're trying to say he is, then not having the weapons that you do have at your disposal is going to make it look 10 times worse.
He's way more than limited, bro.
Man,
Man,
look,
can we keep it 1,000,
I'm
man?
just,
That's
hey,
how you
look,
feel.
hey, look,
That's
look,
how
Can,
you
can,
feel.
we keep it
I'm
a
not
thousand
debating.
dollars?
I'm gonna just say this real quick. Hold on, Breeze. Let me just say this. I'm gonna just say this. Like to me, bro, it's astonishing, like how we extend certain grace to certain people. Cause I mean, listen, bro, when Tua was ass, I'm always revert back to Tua because y'all boys, y'all know no one gave Tua no grace. But when Tyreek broke his damn leg, snapped his leg in half, when the O line was terrible, when we ain't had nobody starting out there starting capable of worth a damn other than Devon A. Chain and Jalen Waddle, just like how CJ Stroud got one receiver, one running back. And no one gave Tua grace, bro. No one gave Bryce Young grace. Bryce Young has been playing with the Panthers, and they've been one of the worst ran organizations of the last decade. No one gave these dudes grace. I don't disagree that CJ Stroud hasn't had the most opportune situation. Yes, injuries matter. Yes, they played a factor. Yes, Nico Collins got to stay on the field. Joe Mixon being hurt didn't help. All that is true. But you gotta go out and make plays, bro. You gotta go out and make plays. That's what it comes down to. Like we seen too many times, in too many instances. There's plays to be made and he's not making them. That's what it is. I ain't saying these things can't help. They can't prevent it, but he got to play better. Like before we start blaming the situation, anything else, nah, we need you
Didn't we
better,
all just
bro.
unanimously
We
say the
need you
nigga was
better.
bad? Did I miss something?
I'm just saying, but I'm not,
Okay,
I'm
so
not, I'm not, I'm
what
not
grace
about
is
to
he
sit
getting if
here
we
and
all just
say
called
these
him
things need
ass?
to happen.
What I'm
No, the
saying
first
is
thing that
we
needs
all
to
said
happen
he
is
was
he needs to
ass.
play better. That's it.
Yeah, we said he was
We just
ass.
said
So
30 minutes ago Jalen Hurts looked like dog shit,
yeah,
and no
but
one
Jalen
and
Hurts
no
had
one
a
better
way
than
better
us.
situation. So that we're not like, what do you mean? We said he was ass. Like we started with that.
Hey, man, can we keep it 1,000, man? We know what it was, man. It was when Houston they wore them candy apple red uniforms and all that stuff, man. They went to Detroit. And you remember they was showboating first half, and they turned around and got smacked. You remember?
You talking
Y'all
about y'all
remember?
threw like 4 picks or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, he focused.
y'all remember. It was that moment And then there was this other moment when they played the Bears and C.J. Stroud tried to be big homie to Caleb Williams. You remember? Hey, man, do what you need to
Y'all
do, man.
dragging that
Hey,
shit,
man,
man.
lock in, get in the lap. Then what happened when you try to be big homie, big dog, you still a puppy yourself. Now look at him. Man's a bum. All that aura that he has, people talking about, so yeah, he's top 5 this and Cornelius this. And this man, Cole, whatever his name is, Coleman, whatever
Coleridge,
his name is, man.
Cornelius.
Whatever the hell that man's name is, dog, you lost it. And I'm happy. Because that's what happened when you go trying to be big homie. You still a puppy yourself, man. Man didn't even get all similar yet trying to tell Caleb, hey, this is how you do this. I'm going to show you what to do. Nah, nigga, nah. Now look at him. I'm happy. He deserve it. Houston, you deserve it. Sign him to a $1 trillion contract, man. Give him a stakeholder in Bun B restaurant, man. I hope he stay there forever.
Hey, man. They get crazy, boy. But look, man, anything else you want to add before we move on to the last topic?
Nah, man.
All right, man. So listen, we had some discussions last week about Sean McVay, so I'm gonna see how high we are on Sean McVay or not. So I got a Would You Rather Sean McVay edition. Got some current coaches, got some all-time coaches. We're gonna see how y'all feel about them, man. So first coach up, first name on the board. Newly Super Bowl winner. I got Mike McDonald.
Sean McVay, next.
I just think it's too early to tell. Like, I'm gonna pick McVay just because it's too early. Off of 1 year, I can't say he's better or worse.
Okay. Next coach I got Kyle Shanahan.
That's a good one, but I'm gonna go McVay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go McVay only because Kyle Shanahan turning him his natural.
That nigga Mike is hurt, bro. Okay.
What am I hurt about, y'all? It's y'all opinion. I'm taking Kyle. He can do more or less. We've seen it.
I mean, yeah, but then when it comes time to do more again, he gags.
How can he do more with less, bro? He don't. When did he win? When did he win the Super Bowl?
How does that equal doing more or less? I'm talking about playing through the injuries, making.
Oh, I get it. He can do just enough. Okay, got it. Okay.
All right. Next name I got, man, I got Dan Campbell.
Sean McVay.
Yeah, I gotta go McVay. Thank God Gino in here. My dog would have wrote a 50-page essay on the Lions' history and how Dan Campbell.
My boy Gino would have said McVay and moved on, bro.
Man, you tripping, man. My dog Gino would have theoretically, when you look at the Lions and how they spread the ball out, the iambic pentameter and the gravitational force of Lions Ford Field when they went to San Fran, my dog would have eloquently stated why he should never ever put that man over Dan Campbell, dog.
Yeah, okay. Next name I got, man. I got Andy Reid.
Big Red,
Andy
man.
Reid.
Big Red for sure.
All right. So now we're gonna go to some all-time coaches. Next coach I got Mike Tomlin.
Man, McVay. I'm gonna go McVay. It's close. I don't know what they both been to 2 Super Bowls.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Did
I'll go Tomlin for now. I'll go Tomlin.
I mean, because in the grand scheme of things, man, we not finna sit here and act like Sean McVay won with a bunch of Pringles, man. That Rams team, that Rams team. I know the Steelers was stacked too, but that Rams team, come on now, bro. It was so many Hall of Famers on that team. We forget niggas sometimes, man.
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. As much shit as I give Tomlin, bro, both sides of the ball were never stacked for him. Not like that. Like, when the offense was good, we literally had like the 30th ring defense every year. Especially when Shazier got hurt.
We'll take Tomlin for now, man.
Yeah, I'll take Tomlin for now.
We gonna respect Mike T, man.
Okay. Next name I got, man, I got Tony Dungy.
That's close too, but
hey, y'all finna tweak on my boy, man. I feel bad he got the bad end of the deal in Tampa Bay, dog. I hate that they hold my dog like that, man. But we talking about Tony D, man. We
yeah, I'm gonna go Tony Dungy.
It's too early, man. McVay got a lot of room and a lot of time to surpass these dudes, but right now, man, we talking about all timers right now, dog. Mike, you can look like that all you want to. I'll drop kick your ass through the screen, boy. You better not say nothing.
I knock the motherfucking glasses off your
You
bitch
better
ass
not say
face. Man.
nothing.
Just to be coach for the coach, nigga, don't mean I'm just finna pick him.
You better not say nothing offensive. Matter of fact, man, I'm coming back into the camera to look you in the eye and give you a piece of my mind, dog.
Please don't look me in the eye. I'll pass.
You ain't finna sit here and disrespect.
We ain't got it. It's not disrespect, nigga. It's a conversation.
You ain't finna disrespect, dog.
We having a conversation.
Nah, we ain't conversating nothing, man. I said what I said.
I'll take McVay next.
I hate niggas, dog.
Hey man, it's crazy work, man.
They ain't want to have a conversation, so now we ain't gonna have a conversation. McVay next.
The next coach I got, man. I got Don Shula.
Oh, come on, bro. I gotta go Shula, bro.
Yeah, you gotta go Don Shula, man.
Okay. And last coach I got on the board for y'all, man. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I got two more coaches. Next coach, I got Bill Cowher.
I
think they're pretty close.
I take Bill.
Yeah, I think it's pretty
over
close.
a longer period of time consistently too. So I take Bill.
Yeah, we go Bill, man.
All right, last coach I got.
I don't know. I'm gonna go McVay. I'm gonna go McVay on that one, only because Cowher had them 9-7, and then the next year Mike Tomlin came in and won the Super Bowl with that same team. So I'm gonna go ahead and say McVay just simply off that, but I think Cowher was a good coach.
The last coach I got Tom Landry.
I'm gonna go Landry. For now.
We're gonna go Landry.
I think if McVay had like 5 more years, we would have like a bigger sample size to say definitively if he's better than some of these guys.
Yeah, man. Like we said, man, these guys are made men, dog.
Yeah, like finished careers and all the other stuff. I think because McVay could go on to win 3 Super Bowls in a row, fuck around with this team that he got, that it could just change so much. For now, I'm going to say Landry, but depending on these next couple of years, I mean, McVay could move up 10 spots on the all-time coaching list. Like, who knows?
All right, but anything y'all boys, any segments y'all got? Anything y'all want to speak on before we head out?
Nah, my good brother. We waiting on you, man.
Yeah, bro, let's do it. Let's do another one of those. Who we think is the most overrated players from a division?
Okay, cool.
All right, we can do that. All right, so look, I was gonna save it for Monday, but we could do another one. So this time I want to do the AFC North, man. So as we all know, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, Bengals. So we're gonna start with you. Mike. Like you looking like that. We're gonna start with you, Mike. Mike, who you think the most overrated player in the AFC North?
Start somebody else.
All right, go ahead, Will. I know you got an answer. Go ahead. Who the most overrated player in the AFC North?
I think the most overrated player in the AFC North at this point in their career is Roquan Smith. Mm-hmm. I think that he's gone downhill the last couple of years. I still respect his game, but he just doesn't really make the difference that he used to make. And I just think he's kind of getting regarded as a better linebacker than he is at this point in his career. So that would be my choice.
Okay. You got an answer, Breeze?
Sad to say, man. I'm gonna go my former coach, Michael Pittman Jr.
What?
Yeah, man. I got to, brother. I got to, man. I got to, bro.
You was just talking good on this man's name.
I mean, nah, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Like I said, bro,
when we get to the AFC South, bro,
he lost his job for a reason, man. The motor is just like the motor doesn't run, man. Like he's too, and then he had one year where he was like, okay, he's there. Hush, Diamond. He had those talks where he was there, like, hey, man, this guy can be something, man. But then the motor, I know people like to say the quarterback, and some people like to say this and that. But bro, when he was playing with Gardner Minshew, who had 15 touchdowns and 9 picks for us, and he got force fed. He looked damn good. And then now we made the situation better for him. We got another quarterback to get him the ball, man. But he went from that supposed to be de facto one in our locker room that can run every route on the route tree, that can make big plays and also play in the intermediate game, to a guy who's just been degraded to an intermediate player. And Alec Pierce has took off. I think Alec Pierce's development may have hurt his game, but just for what it's worth, man, he got paid big money as a receiver, dog, and he hasn't been worth that money since he got it, dog. So I'm gonna go Michael Pittman, dog. It hurt me to say it, but I'm gonna go Michael Pittman.
That's a
I could have
crazy
said
pick.
DK Metcalf, but
Nobody
I'm
really
about to say,
considers
man,
him
I don't
anything.
even think he's the most overrated receiver on his own team. But I mean,
He's
Can I go now?
not even top 5 overrated players on the Steelers.
go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna say DK Metcalf. That nigga's ass. I'm not gonna lie to you. He can't run a route to save his fucking life. It's 50-50 ball or nothing, and then he ain't catching them half the time. You get in his head before the game, you get emotional, and you fuck his whole.
He's just hard to bring down after the catch. That's really it.
I mean, that's fine, but he has to catch it first, which seems to also be a problem for him sometimes. So
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's all he really got is he's hard to bring down after the catch.
yeah, and I don't understand. For somebody that fast, that strong, you would think he would just work on refining like route running. Like everybody's not going to be a technician. Nobody can be like an AB. We get that. Like those are the top tier of the top tier route runners in like league history. But like you can at least get yourself in position to have more opportunities by getting open, creating more separation. Because at some point, just being faster, you're not just going to keep running by defenders. Like niggas is going to figure you out. And when you get lined up with a nigga that's just as fast as you, what else you going to do? Like, so I would say DK. For the money they paid him and for what he's supposed to be and what they gave to get him, he got to do that.
Well, to be fair, everyone said he was overpaid when he got paid. So I wouldn't go that far about the money, but I do agree with the rest. The nigga is straight buns, bro.
Okay. For me, man, I'm not gonna lie. Well, you're not gonna like my answer. I'm gonna be real
I'm
with you,
gonna say
gang.
TJ.
But yeah, it's TJ Watt, man.
That was my second pick.
I mean, I think TJ Watt's still a damn good player, bro. But I think he's earned a little bit too much grace, man. I think he's no longer that guy that's undoubtedly, unquestionably a top 3 edge rusher. Because in my opinion, for my money, I think Max Crosby, Myles Garrett, Aiden Hutchinson, Micah, I think all of them dudes better than him at this point.
Me too.
I don't
Will
see
Anderson,
the same get
Danielle
off.
Hunter.
Danielle Hunter too. But
Yeah,
Will
I
Anderson,
think they're all better than him.
it's not, he doesn't have the same get off anymore. He doesn't set the edge as well as he once did. To me, he takes, and I've never noticed this until I watched him in the playoffs. He takes a lot of snaps off, bro. And it's like, it was disappointing to see because one thing about him that I knew he always had was a motor. He always played every snap as if it was the last play of the game. But it was like, I just don't see the same player, dog. And I think people still hold him in high regards because of the name and the career he has paid for himself, and rightfully so. But I be seeing people still have him as his top 3 edge rusher, no lower than 5. I'm like, nah, bro, he's not that no more, bro. He's not.
Yeah, y'all know I'm a huge TJ fan, but even y'all know I done said that. Like when we was going over the rankings and everything, and I say damn sure wasn't top 5. Like even me, a Steelers fan, and y'all know how I get about the Steelers. So like if I'm saying he's not top 5, then it's just not top 5, bro. Like he might not even be top 10 going into this season, how he was last year. So I mean, you just gotta see what he can do this year at this point. Like, I mean, they paid Herbig for a reason. You know what I mean? They got Alex Highsmith and they paid Herbig $100 million, bro. 3 years, $100 million, bro. Like they paid him that for a reason because they're ready for TJ to ride off into the sunset. So, yeah.
I think he's still working his way in conversations he necessarily hasn't shown to be in the last couple of years. But hey, man, that'll be it for the show tonight, fellas. Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in once again. Those who did tune in, be sure to hit like, subscribe on the channel, hit that bell notification, be notified whenever we go live, as well as the fact you can follow me on my other social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LastWord Productions, handle across the board, man. So before you head out, fellas, anything y'all got?
Pittsburgh Steelers 2026 Super Bowl champions, man.
All right, let's stay with it today. Listen.
Hey man, let's go Colts, man.
All right, man.